Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. How are you all doing? Today, the 3rd of June of 2025. I hope that you're all doing really well. And the messenger is here, as on the messenger we do read the general energies. The messenger, who is Hermes, Mercury, and the messenger brings us the messages from the higher and the lower realms. It is Gemini season, so therefore I'd like to wish you a happy birthday if you are celebrating your birthday. I feel the need to take the message from Spirit as we begin this messenger reading. Remember, this is a general reading and may not resonate fully with you, so take what resonates and leave what does not. As the moon is transiting through the sign of Virgo, I did upload on the community yesterday something that's really important and is taking place in the next so many hours, and it's got to do with the eclipse of the 14th of March. Go to Divine Debut 11 to the community tab if you have not read up on the post, so I don't waste your time here. I will put the link beneath the video just to make it easier for you, so you know what's going on as the moon is transiting through Virgo, as I said. And we've got beautiful couple of really good aspects, like Venus from Aries at the last degrees, who's passed over Chiron, now is in a sextile with Jupiter in Gemini. So look to those areas of your chart. There are opportunities. Of course, they're the two benefic planets, and in 3 days from now, Venus is coming home to Taurus. So Taurus, a Venusian Taurian Venus. What is Taurus? It's our finances, it's our securities, it's self-worth, it's music, it's art, it's resourcefulness. It is feeling grounded, and it is feeling safe and secure financially. Let's see what the messenger brings us today. I'm wondering if some of you have not seen the little kitties. I've also uploaded a little video of the kittens saying goodbye as they've gone to their new home, and they're in good hands with a lot of other pets. They've actually got a dog called Agapi that's taking care of them. Believe it or not, he's very friendly. My daughter got to meet him, so he's protective of them, so I think that they'll be very lucky, and we'll be having a lot of fun. Little Rocky's doing well. Peace in the reverse. Well, we need to go to war so that we can find peace, right? So we see that even in the world where there are peace talks relative to Ukraine and Russia, things have sort of turned upside down. We do have that. Let me just show you that for a minute. We do have Jupiter that's coming up to square Saturn at the 0 degrees, that first degree of the world axis, starting to square off to Jupiter, and Jupiter will be entering on the 9th, Cancer, and that square will be exact. Saturn is putting the brakes on expansion and growth, right? We still have got a lot happening in Aries, so Aries is a war-like sign. As I said, we need to go to war to find the peace, which is opposite in Libra. Okay, and when we've got planets that are at the last degrees, Venus last degrees of Aries, Jupiter last degrees of Gemini, Uranus last degrees of Taurus, those last degrees and even the first degrees of any sign are anaretic degrees. They're difficult, they're challenging degrees as we're coming up to a lot of change. So here is the moon at the 16th, 17th degree. Once the moon hits the south node, you'll be reading about it, right, in the community post that I've linked beneath this video. And there's a lot to do with here. Pluto is connecting in a very karmic aspect over to Mercury. Pluto can mean control, obsession, and Mercury is information, communication. These could be power struggles where connections are concerned, and also how we think. So peace came out in the reverse. To me, that says that peace is forthcoming in the near future. Interesting, it's a number 23, and the nodal axis, which is the karma dharma, they're at the 23rd, 24th degree. The moon will be connecting with the nodal axis. So fated events happening for sure. And of course, the moon passing over the south node. South node is a Saturnian energy. It's not an easy energy, so we can be needing to get uncomfortable to reach that north node in Pisces. That could be relative to the Virgo part of your chart, and Virgo means service, work, discernment, service, as I said, health as well, healthy connections, working in a healthy atmosphere. If you're not working in or even living in a healthy atmosphere, it's time to press on the accelerator and move towards that vision, the north node in Pisces. Remember, Pisces is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter, and Jupiter is ready to step into Cancer, where he'll be in good aspect to Pisces. So let's see, we've got some wonderful aspects moving forward, but we've got some challenging days. Those of you that are on Patreon, the month ahead astrology is up, where I do go into the details of the days that are difficult and the days that are more providing more opportunities and blessings. So we've got a few sweet and a few salty aspects coming up. Let's take the Karma Dharma. Let's concentrate on the tarot. As above, so below. The tarot, remember, is a tool to help us connect. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is moving forward. And we've got trust. We've got the Fool card. And the Fool card, of course, is Aries, also Uranus. Uranus at those last degrees of Taurus. Uranus is in a very weak position in Taurus. Taurus is about our stability, about being grounded. It's fixed earth, and Uranus is kicking up some dust. There will be dust kicked up as we're heading up to the last degree of Uranus in Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Trust the process, trust the journey. Things will happen suddenly and unexpectedly. We do have those stepping stones, so the divine source help to get to where we're heading to. There's a restart, there's a brand new journey. It could be physical, could be metaphorical. It is a time of travel, planning your holidays. Mercury, all the planets are direct apart from Pluto. Good time to connect with friends, good time to communicate, good time to travel, good time to start your own business, as everything is moving very fast. The Gemini season is very fast. Good time to heal any wounds, friendships, siblings, relatives, people that are in your environment, in your neighborhood. Let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. Thank you for your guidance always. Let's see what's going on. Where are we? We've got the 9 of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. 5 of Cups, lots of water we see here. King of Cups, wow, it feels like it's going to be a very emotional time relative to a brand new beginning. King of Cups is Scorpio. Could be Pisces, could be Cancer. We've got Mars in Aries. Well, Mars is actually transiting through Leo at this time, so in a good position. Well, we've got a couple of Mars cards here. Mars in Scorpio. Mars is our energy. It's our ability to move forward. Mars, being in the sign of Leo, it is a time of creativity. It is a time of passion, desire, flirtation, getting out and about, not fearing, having the confidence to take this leap of faith. Is this leap of faith talking to this King of Cups? Because we see that emotionally, in the past, we see that there was wish fulfillment, possibly also someone being more self-centered. Possibly Nine of Cups is I do things that make me happy. And remember that Mars, which is showing up twice, does rule Aries. It is a time of the I, me, mine now, more so than what? More the I than the us, which is Libra. And it feels like that's what Spirit's calling us to do. We need to be happy within our own skin, within our own life, so that we could meet others halfway. We cannot be in connection with others when there's a chip on our shoulder, or if we're carrying any emotional baggage, because that's what I see here. This is emotional baggage. But we've got a portal that opens here. A portal, the Two of Wands, and there are some dilemmas relative to choices. Okay. Difficult choices. And this could also be saying that maybe there's been some drama. Maybe there's been, maybe there's been some drama. Some warlike energies between you and another person. It could be internal, could be external, as the Aries season is about going to war, is about, Aries is, I take that leap of faith, I take that risk, I lead, and I do things that are necessary for myself, loving, nurturing, and doing things for me, which would be the Nine of Cups. But then, the Aries energy could also be recognized as selfishness, that someone's only taking care of their own self, their own needs, and not connecting well. King of Cups is an emotional personality, someone that's emotionally usually mature. Now, we don't take reversals here, but this could also be saying that because Mars in Scorpio is all about intimacy, Scorpio is the 8th natural house of emotional or even physical intimacy. And there are many choices here. We see the Two of Wands, and then we see it's like the 11 and then the 11 portal as we see the door here. The Four of Wands this is. We've got Venus in Aries, which she is now. She's just met up with Chiron in Aries, which is that open wound that we're needing a resolution or some healing relative to that, relative to Venus. Venus, which is a warrior goddess, she's more masculine. She's more that go-getter, even though she's in a weak position. Feels like Spirit is saying that there will be possibly also second opportunities. Maybe there's been something that you've been trying to manifest. We've got a lot of Aries energy here, Mars and Venus, both in Aries. This is the masculine and the feminine, wanting to press on that accelerator, wanting this new journey. Remember, we've had Mars and Venus, both in fire signs, Mars from Leo, Venus in Aries, connecting in a trine, in a flowing trine, which is the hand of Spirit. So we see a portal that opens here, an opportunity. Five of Cups, 3 cups are spilt and the 2 cups are still standing usually. This could also tend to say that this could be an opportunity for either a second chance or a new love connection here, because the 3 cups are spilt. This is the marriage card, and we could have had someone that was in another commitment who had choices here. And Jupiter in Pisces would be a very a strong spiritual connection for me. Remember, Pisces is all about our beliefs, and the North Node is in Pisces, and will be, Jupiter now stepping into Cancer will be in good aspect to Pisces. I feel that especially Pisces individuals, having gone through, not only Pisces but Aries, having gone through those retrogrades, remember in the past few months, Venus, Mercury, and Venus and Mercury retrograding and then passing over Saturn and Neptune and the North Node, including the mutable signs, I want to say. So Pisces, Virgo opposite, Sagittarius and Gemini, they've been through the mill. They've been through challenges. Maybe now with the moon stepping into Virgo and connecting with the South Node, especially triggering, and that's what I talk about on the community, triggering that eclipse of the 14th of March. So around there, what was going on for you? Maybe this is the time now. That was a lunar eclipse. And lunar eclipses are about clarity or of completion. Something that was hidden maybe being seen. Something that's coming to an end. Right? Nines are endings. Let's see. This could be business related as well, because we've got wands, we've got cups that are very creative energy, creativity as well as inspiration, passion, and fire is about moving forward and creating either something romantic, something artistic, something that you've visioned, something that you're really making right now, creating. Remember that Leo where Mars is, because Mars has been is showing up a lot, and even this card, which is Scorpio, again ruled by Mars, is in Leo, and Leo is about creating something. This is a new business. This is a new cycle in love relationship or a brand new love connection, where some of you may have left an old connection. Yeah. The door opens, the portal is open here. And we've got the Seven of Swords, so something will be revealed. Moon in Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius would be someone that's quite detached, or this is an emotional, ingenious and strategic move that someone is making. Seven of Swords is either sneakiness, theft, or an ingenious move or thought. This can be an emotional detachment as well from a past situation or a past other commitment. Let's take a couple more cards on the Seven of Swords. We've got the Ace of Coins, so something strategic relative to communication or the mind. This could be a change of homes. This could be an emotional journey. Remember, Aquarius does speak to flight, aviation, possibly also emotionally being able to see from an elevated point of view. And it's creating an opportunity here where we've got a pentacle, which is earth. Earth is grounding, it's stable, it's a promise for the future, something that one can grow. And the Ace of Pentacles could also speak to someone being ready to take the next step in a new business, in a commitment. Let's move in together, brand new journey. But right now there's still war, there's still things happening. Right, as 23 in the reverse would go to 22, which is like the door opening, the portal, opportunities, but also dilemmas. And we've got the Queen of Coins. So we've got a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. We've got a water sign and an earth sign. Good match. Queen of Pentacles knows what she wants. Remember, she's the dependable, long-standing mother. She's the mother of the signs. She's capable. She's there for everyone. She's the go-to person. She's intelligent. She's bright. And very, very experienced. So Earth does speak to stability. And being grounded and security. She can be very resourceful as well. So this could be someone in your life. Let's say if this is not you, it it could be someone in your life, because she's looking straight at that Ace of Pentacles. It's like she's stealing away with this opportunity. This is what she's always wanted. But she may also have been dealing with someone that was quite sneaky, quite emotionally detached. If we're talking about we've got Scorpio, Aquarius here. If we're talking about a fixed sign that you've been dealing with, someone that, doesn't move easily. Fixed signs are very fixated. They don't make moves easily. Could be someone that's also very strategic, or someone that's ready now to take that risk because of the Aries energy here. And this is, remember what I said, it's Uranus, and Uranus rules Aquarius. So strong Aquarius energies. This could be signifying possibly in the near future what's happening as well. What's at the foundation? Another ace. Ace of Wands. Someone really wants this. Ace of Wands is the spark beneath the fire. This is the spark of creativity, inspiration, passion, desire, lust as well. Because we see a lot of water, and the water turns into fire, which is action. Then we've got intelligence here, which is the mind, ingenious thoughts, which bring something much more stable, secure, long-lasting. What's beneath the Ace of Wands? We've got the Nine of Wands. Lots of wands. Nine of Wands is the end of a burdensome cycle. And here is the opportune moment, the Ace of Wands. A couple of aces, and we've got 11 and 11, 11. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities. I want to take the cards of the heart. What's happening in the emotional arena? Remember what I said, that there are opportune moments. Venus from Aries connecting in a flowing aspect, an opportune aspect over to Jupiter in Gemini. Venus is going to enter Taurus, and Jupiter is going to enter Cancer. So will be very helpful for the earth and water signs. Not to say that the air and fire signs don't have opportunities, or those areas in your life. As we're moving through June, coming up to the summer solstice soon, a change of energies, a shift in the energies in seasons. And how's the weather in your country? We've got summer as of yesterday, actually from the 1st of June. With the 1st of June, we've got summer finally here. Let's see what's going on in the psyche. We've got the key, the conclusion. Something is concluding. Venus has met up with Chiron in Aries. Okay, very important for the fire and air signs that have got planets or angles at those last 10 degrees, let's say, of those signs, but also for the cardinal signs. Cardinal means new season, means action, and the key is found. The key could be many, many things. The key to me is like the Ace of Pentacles, very similar, because it could mean a new a relationship, partnership, home. Could be a new home in a distant place, right? We do have the Two of Wands, which does show connection to people that are at a physical distance. What is this conclusion and this resolution that, Venus meeting up with Chiron past few days? What's that about? There's the mask, which always shows up in our readings here. There are the crossroads, which we spoke about. So the mask needs to come off. Someone needs to trust that they could be themselves. Remember, Aries is thyself. This is who I am, and I'm willing to take this journey. I've been held back. We've been held back with the Pisces season, with those retrogrades at the end of Pisces, right? And then in the beginning of Aries, it was sort of going back all the time. Now all planets are direct and racing forward, except for Pluto through Aquarius. There's still something to do with a karmic situation that's playing out. Remember the challenging aspect, the karmic aspect from Pluto over to Mercury in Gemini. There's still something that needs to be looked at. The mask can also be rose-colored glasses, but mainly it's things that are unknown because people have been wearing a mask, fearing being emotionally vulnerable and loving unconditionally. Either that or someone's been wearing rose-colored glasses and dealing with an open wound in a place that they were at, right? Which there's a new journey beginning, which means, the full is the zero. Obviously, there's been a life cycle that's come to an end, and now someone needs to trust this new journey opening up. And here is the 1111, the crossroads and the dilemma for some. There's the new direction. Someone is going to take that. The new direction to me is like the trust card. Moving towards a commitment, moving away from an old commitment, responsibilities, because commitments don't have to be only relationships. They can be business partnerships. They can be also responsibilities and things that have held someone back, commitments, right? And we've got divine timing. Here is Jupiter, and Jupiter is finishing up in the sign of Gemini in the next less than a week away. Divine timing is at play. Fate is playing out. Remember, this is like the wheel of fate, the wheel of fortune. Remember what I said, that we need to go to war so that we could find peace within our lives, within relationships, so on and so forth. But there's also the help of spirit here, the hand of spirit that's bringing in luck, fated changes, new directions, masks are coming down, choices are being made, new commitments, leaving old commitments. This is the same story here, because we've got so many new beginnings here, right? And this is, if this were to be the wheel of fate, it would be a 10, therefore it turns into another ace. And we've got the karma has been received. This is like a stop. This is very fated. It shows the palm for me. And spring. Maybe something has ended in spring. We are stepping into summer. It is still spring physically until the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. For others of you in the southern, maybe this is talking forward in the springtime, even though you're moving into winter now. So it could be 3 months down the track. So still some work needing to be done. There's reinvention, so it does signify retrogrades. Themes connected to the past as well. Even the received has got the prefix re, and then the reinvention. They are the retrogrades for me. So themes relative to the past are coming up. There is an opportunity here for happiness. There's blooming. All planets are moving direct, as I said, apart from Pluto, which rules Scorpio, but is in the sign of Aquarius. So again, affecting the fixed signs. But the fixed signs are being shaken up and, moved, whether they like it or not. Uranus, an outer planet, very, very strong energy, as well as Pluto, very powerful, which brings changes and metamorphosis. So they're being shaken out of their stuck energies, where they've been stuck. There's a reinvention here, and there is the stuck. Here it is. The answer is no. Whereas right now we see the barren earth, the dry earth. No, there's been no nurturing, no watering, no sun for the plant, whatever that plant is, to grow. Someone needed a second chance to revisit, re-look at a situation. I don't know, this could be talking to the forthcoming eclipses. Sorry, not eclipses, the retrogrades moving forward. So whenever you see this message, it will be important for you. Let's see what this outcome is with the Lenormand. What's it all about? Okay, well, I didn't say where I would put this card, but it's opened up. So it's a number 3. 3 does speak to growth. It is the Empress qualities number. The ship is a Jupiterian energy, so it does speak to transition. The ship does bring gifts. You see the ship is up in the air. So whether you're flying through the air, moving over water, transitioning, this is a positive, very positive note that possibly you've been very patient for this. Whatever this is, you've been very patient. Some of you could be dealing with foreigners. You're looking towards some travel, towards some distant lands. This could be also preparing a trip, a visit, moving, migrating to another place, a new home, new country. And the ship is also a number 10, like the divine timing. We've got the details. There's still some details that someone's looking at. It could be still strategizing and planning, even though we've got Aquarius here. I get Virgo. Virgo is about the little details, and, you know, Mercury does rule Virgo and is connecting with Pluto in Aquarius. So we've got Moon in Aquarius, so some of you may be dealing with someone that does have their Moon in Aquarius and therefore not very open emotionally, right? Especially if you're dealing with this King of Cups. So someone's still looking at the finer details here. It's a 44. Could be an age number, could be, I mean, it's an angel number for me. It could be an age number, a house number, could be the last digits on someone's number plate, on the car that they own. An age, I get more so an age. Could be 44 days from now that someone sees the details. And this opportunity for transition is here. And we've got a 33. We've got master numbers here, 33, 44, and 3. Now, we don't add master numbers. Here is the key. There is the key, my dear friends. There is the key. There is the opening and the conclusion. The gate is open. The cage is open. So if someone's been blocked, if someone's been limited, someone felt imprisoned, this is an opening. It could be a metaphorical or a literal opening. This could be an emotional opening. There is the door. There's the opportune moment. Venus in Aries. Now, for some of you, this will be very significant in the next few days, because on the 6th, in 3 days from now, for some of you, Venus is leaving Aries and entering Taurus. So remember, at those last degrees, she'll be very powerful. And obviously, she's preparing to come home to Taurus, right? But she's, as I said, she's in a very good aspect to Jupiter, and Jupiter gives us that bigger picture, lots of information coming from Gemini. And we can still say that Venus and Mars, they are still in a good aspect here. So it'll be interesting the next few hours as the moon is going to touch that 2356 of Virgo. What's at the bottom here? And we've got the bear. The bear. Interesting, the bear is the 10 of Wands, and we've got 10 Wands right here. This could be someone that works a lot, or someone that's been, they've gone through a lot. They've been through a lot recently. They've been carrying a heavy load. Moon in Sagittarius. An emotional bond with someone that comes from a different part of the world. They believe something else. They've got a different religion to you. or this could also be someone who's got their own business that has got to do with the world at large, someone that travels a lot for work. It could be as well. And now the bear could be someone, yes, who is an entrepreneur. They've got heavy responsibilities, 10 of Wands, responsibilities towards their children, towards their child, towards their business that they've created, which could be their child. This is someone that's working a lot. Number 15 is the devil. The devil is Capricorn energy, heavy responsibilities, someone being in charge. This could be a CEO, a manager. This could be a mother as well. Could be a father that, holds the motherly position as well. A single parent father, let's say, that's looking for the perfect mother to mother their child. I don't know. Yep, someone that's going through a very quick ending. This could also speak to gossip. This could speak to information that comes through very quickly. The scythe is a quick cut. It's very perceptive, very much about the mind, the words we use, right? It reminds me of the Ace of Swords as well. Talks about money, resources, finances, as we see the wheat. Remember the Queen of Pentacles? She holds some wheat. So she does speak to finances, financial security. This could be a possible loan for something that you're hoping to create. Second chances in getting through. Some help, some protection relative to that. Having someone on your side. And lots of communication as the clouds clear, the sun comes through, about an ending, about a quick cutting, clearing, and something more stable. Now remember, this could also speak to having had harsh words with someone that's very quick-tempered. Remember, the bear will protect its best interest, its cubs, it's the people beneath it. If this is a business owner, they need to do what's best. Or whoever this is, they're in a leadership position. And they can be in this energy here where they're doing a lot of clearing out. So we've got a few opportunities here with some new directions, new beginnings, but there will be dilemmas. Let's read the message. Why do we have the Peace card in the reverse? So I'm going to read the reversed message here, the protection message. Now's the time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. Maybe that will be as Venus will step into Taurus, because Taurus does rule music and resourcefulness and security. It could be in love, it could be in partnership, it could be in any relationships. Okay. All right, I think we'll leave it there, my dear friends. This is the message today, the messenger. I do have the love readings, individual love readings to do for Patreon. And just letting you know, we've had our internet fixed today. We're on to 5G now, so we've had lots of problems with internet recently. And that would be done, obviously, very good time. It's like clockwork on the Gemini season. What else do you expect? It's everything is connected, interconnected. So the internet wasn't working well. It just happens that we've got the option now to have 5G. It took a few days, but they came fairly quickly, and now we've got quick internet. So it does help. It does help, with the uploading here. And I hope that the Gemini season does help you move forward in your own personal journey with whatever Gemini means for you. But we've also talked a little bit about the rest of the astrology. So look to those areas of the chart. Remember, Moon in Virgo is about mothering, nurturing others, doing the hard work, being there for others, but also taking action towards our physical, our daily life, our physical health, and our pets. And God knows we've got a few of those now. Thank you for sharing your personal journeys with us, and thank you for, of course, subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing this video. We will be back tomorrow with the Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Connection love reading. So I'm going to be scrambling today trying to get some readings out. Give me 2-3 days, we'll have them out for you, dear patrons, and thank you for your love and your support. And if you're on YouTube, after the 20th, you will have those Patreon love readings for free here on YouTube. Love and light. Don't forget to read the details relative to the next few hours and what's happening, how the eclipse of 14th of March is being triggered. Love and light, everyone. Much love to all of you.